folks, West here, your craft beer geek, back with another craft beer review. Tonight we have something pretty cool. This is from Avery Brewing out of Boulder, Colorado. This is their Mephistopholes Stout. Clocks in at 15.92% alcohol by volume. This is a 12-ounce bottle, and this happens to be a 2008 vintage of this beer. This is batch number 4 from November 2008. I bought this in 2009, and I've been cellaring this all along, so I'm kind of excited to go ahead and drink this, as I'm trying to drink down my cellar a bit before I move. I don't want to have to transport too many beers with me, so try to go through these and drink down some of these ones I've been holding on to, and this is one of them. I bought this in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, like I said, in 2009, and I paid $7.49 for the bottle. And going to be drinking this out of a St. Bernardus glass, just sort of a goblet-shaped glass. Should be pretty good for this beer. So I'm ready to go ahead and get this poured out and see what it looks like. The cap just has a red A on it. Avery Brewing. Let's pour it in and see what we got. I saw Chris over at Beer Geek Nation review a batch 6 version of this recently. Is what jogged my memory to think that, you know, I have a bottle of this, and thought I'd like to go ahead and give it a try and give a review of it. So, as you see, it's quite dark, a very dark tan, very small head that's fading rapidly, as you would expect with a beer of this high in alcohol. Typically don't get much of a head sticking around with those type of beers, so it's pretty common. But it's a very, very nice looking beer. Like I said, very, very dark. Let's give it an aroma. And a mixture of like a wheat bread aroma mixed with some like a raisin date fig sort of aroma. You know, that typical dark fruit aroma. The smell is a little bit sweet, but not super sweet. It smells a little bit dry, so that's a good sign. I don't really like things too cloyingly sweet, so hopefully this will be a little bit on the dry side. So I'm ready to go ahead and give this a taste and see what we think about it. Wow. Wow. It's pretty good. I get kind of like a medium mouthfeel with this. There is a good bit of alcohol burn to it, but it has a nice roasty finish to it. It is a lot drier than I expected it to be. I'm sort of comparing this to the Dogfish Head Worldwide Stout, which is it's very extremely sweet, and you know that's a little bit, you know, this is 16%, that's 18%, so, but this is much drier than that, and a lot more drinkable, a lot more pleasant to drink. The alcohol's there though. It burns on the way down a little bit. Let you know it's there. But man, this is just a wonderful, like, roasty, dry, stouty finish that, you know, it's wonderful. I think the aging might have done this beer some good. You can tell it's really, it's mellowed out a lot. It's got like a nice oaky flavor to it, almost like a nice aged flavor to it. I don't know if this has spent any time in oak, but it just has that maturity to it that really makes a high gravity beer like this really good. You know, it's not overpowering in any way. It's very strong beer. It's very strong flavors, but it's nice and you know, it's nice in the way it hits your palate. I should say it's you know, it beats you up, but it doesn't beat you up too much. So I'm going to work on this a bit, let it warm up some, maybe have some dinner. This is definitely a sipping kind of beer. I don't want to go through this one too fast, so I'm going to work on it some more, and I'll come back with my final thoughts in a second. Alright guys, I'm back with this, just down to the very last bit of this Mephistopholes from Avery Brewing, batch number 4 from 2008. This beer is definitely fully warmed up. Been drinking on it a while, had dinner, just wonderful, wonderful beer. I've really been enjoying this. Like I said, it does have a definite alcohol bite to it, but it's dry for what it is. It's dry for, you know, for a 16% alcohol beer. It's dry. It's not super dry like a, you know, a 4% Guinness or something, but it's for a 16% beer, it's dry. And it's quite good, quite tasty. Really been enjoying this beer. Definitely a treat to have. Really glad to have had it. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and give my rating on this. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm knocking it down a little bit just because of the alcohol burn. I don't know if there's any way around that. Being 16% alcohol by volume, you know, either you're going to have like a really cloyingly sweet beer, or you're going to have a little bit of alcohol burn, I think is how things are going to happen. But I much prefer it this way, to be on the dry side and have a little bit of a burn to it. It's just a lot more pleasant to me, a lot easier to drink, and I really enjoyed this beer, and I'm just really enjoyed it. So, I'm Wes, your craft beer geek. You can find all these reviews plus more at craftbeergeek.com. And remember, I don't drink bad beers. You shouldn't either. Cheers.